Hey everyone, it's Neil Patel, and welcome to week 2 of LinkedIn Unlocked, where we teach you how to turn business connections into leads and customers. Now, today I'm going to be covering how to use LinkedIn for deals and sales. If you missed any of the lessons last week, you can go to neilpatel.com/training, click on LinkedIn Unlocked, and you'll find all the lessons there, along with the worksheets, cheat sheets, PDFs, and everything you need to accomplish getting more traffic, sales, leads, customers, all from LinkedIn. LinkedIn is one of the best places to find powerful people, such as the CEO of Dell Computers, like Michael Dell, or even the CEO of Microsoft, technically not Bill Gates anymore, but Bill Gates is on there. Satya Nadella, I don't know how to say his last name. He is the CEO of Microsoft. Steve Ballmer. You can find so many executives, so many millionaires and billionaires all on LinkedIn. It's a great place to go for connections. And the reason being is it allows you to create strategic alliances versus a lot of the other social networks out there, which aren't that great for strategic alliances. If you're not familiar with what strategic alliances are and how they work, don't worry about that. I'm going to go quite a bit in depth on that. Quick thing for you to know is 90% of corporate executives surveyed, they felt that strategic alliances or joint ventures with another company is essential to maintaining their competitive advantage. This allows them to grow faster because if one business has a lot of customers and another business has a lot of customers, they're in similar fields and there's not a lot of overlap in customers, they can each promote each other's products, services to their customer base and generate more revenue, which benefits both companies. So what is a strategic alliance? Strategic alliance is nothing more than just people saying they're partnering together. It means that they want to expand their markets, their business, their customers, their profitabilities, pretty much a way to grow faster. And the reason people like partnerships is because partnerships allow you to scale quickly versus if you had to go out there, run marketing campaigns, get them up, do all the testing. It takes much longer than someone saying, hey, we have $5 million in revenue, we have all these customers, let us just shoot an email out to all our paying customers to see if any of them want to use your product or service as well. And with these strategic alliances, if you look at a lot of the industry leaders like Google and Disney or Apple or Microsoft, they all do them. It's allowed their businesses to grow fast, to scale, and that's why many of these companies are worth billions and billions of dollars. As Michael Dell says, we work extensively with our partners across the ecosystem, and it's a big part of how we evolve rapidly, reach new customers, gain access to the latest ingredient technologies, so the partnerships and alliances are an incredible important part of how we grow. If Dell uses them, IBM uses them, a lot of the old school companies use them, don't take it from granted as this archaic way of growing that doesn't work anymore. Instead, you should look at it as if the big guys are using it to grow, why can't you use it for growth as well? The number of alliances is growing by 20% a year, with 10,000 new alliances being reported in the last 12 months alone. More than 20% of revenue generated from the top 2,000 US and European companies come from alliances. Now, Enterprise.com did a survey about alliances, and what they ended up finding is when people are leveraging them, 49% of business reports more worth because of them, 21% higher revenues, and 38% increased productivity. It's worth it. You should consider it because it's proven it works, and if it works for the big guys, it'll work really well for you too. What I love about them is if you combine those efforts with some of your other efforts, you can also improve your margins as well. A good example of this is if you do alliance with someone and they can help move double the amount of inventory, well, if you're now producing more inventory in quantity, you can probably get better rates. So not only are you making more sales, but you can also increase your profitability per unit as well. And this works well in both B2C products and B2B. It doesn't matter what you're selling, products, services, physical, digital, alliances work. And there's a lot of different ones that you can use, such as joint ventures, affiliate marketing, co-branding, hosting, equality partnerships, endorsements, acquiring leads, licensing, doing cross-sells between your sales team, new products, new markets. One of my favorites is affiliate marketing. I know I've talked about this quite a bit on the neilpatel.com website. And the reason I love affiliate marketing is someone drives you a sale, you pay them. They don't, well, they eat the cost for marketing and they take on the risk, which is great. And there's a lot of different advantages. Some of my favorite ones are you share infrastructure costs, share resources, allows you to scale it faster, allows you to reach new regions like international regions. This is also how we expanded to regions like Brazil and India really quickly, is by doing alliances with people on the ground, almost taking the franchising model like McDonald's, but a little bit differently, where it's owned and controlled by us in majority, but more so got people on the ground, give them some skin in the game, and it allows them to push hard and allows you to grow quicker too. Some other major benefits is this allows you to get a leg up on your competition. And in many cases, you can actually create a bigger company than your competition with alliances. Great example of this is Bill Gates partnered up with IBM when Microsoft was building out MS-DOS and Windows, and look at them now. They're huge. They're way bigger than IBM. IBM hasn't had that growth rate that they once used to, but Microsoft is still booming. And as I mentioned, you can also use this to reduce your costs and increase your profits. As you scale up, you should get more efficient, and so should your margins, right? You should see that in your profitability. What I also recommend that you do is, as your business is growing from these alliances and as you're continuing to expand, not just into territories, but new product lines, new services, you can use these alliances to test out these products and services to see if they're working or not. So that way you're not putting in too many resources into them. And I've also found that it creates a lower barrier of entry to go into new products, new regions. You take less risk from all of this. And you can also share knowledge between the companies that have the alliances, which works out really well. And last but not least, when we come to major benefits, look, it's great for social proof. If you're partnering up with some of these big brands, it makes you look better. And it also gives confidence to your customers, to your employees within your business. And it's a great way for you to also recruit more talent as well. So now that you understand the benefits of a strategic alliance, you need to now look at your strategic objectives. You need to start with the big picture. What are the key components that are necessary to make sure that it does well organizationally or with your partnerships? Where are your partners going to come from? What options do they have? What do you want them to focus on? Do you want them to focus on expanding one region to another? Or is it something else like helping you get a certain product out to a specific customer base? And as you figure out your objectives, then you can figure out how to partner with people and find the correct partner, because the last thing you want to do is find someone who can't fit your objectives. You want someone who has strengths where you have weaknesses. You want someone who can help you explode into areas that you haven't tested before. And the best partner will have done this many, many times for other people. So look out for someone's track record as well when you're partnering with them. And I want you to take everything that you've learned to find that best partner on LinkedIn. Is their business scalable? What are their customer bases? Are they similar to yours? Do they have a big sales organization? Can you create a win-win relationship between you and them? Is the person you're talking to on LinkedIn the right fit and the decision maker? Or do you have to get to another person and go through this gatekeeper? And you can find all these people on LinkedIn to really help you with these partnerships. And the benefit is not just for you guys, but it's also for your customer bases as well. If you can provide the customers better solutions, more things that they're looking for, even if you don't provide them, it creates a win-win there where they're going to be more loyal to you and they're going to be happier with you as well. I recommend you check out groups on LinkedIn. There's groups for everything. And within these groups, you can strike up conversations with people, let's say marketers, business development people, salespeople, executives, whoever it may be. So that way you can strike up a conversation and potentially create this new partnership. And you can nurture these relationships, because once you nurture them and you get to know them, then the partnerships will happen over time. It's not quick. It takes a while, but once you get them going, you can build a massive business just through partnerships. And when you reach out, come prepared. Talk about what you can do for them, have the benefits. Talk about how what you're doing with them can benefit them and vice versa, so it's a win-win situation. And be open-minded and let them do a lot of the talking and find out their goals, their objectives, what they're looking for. So that way you can make sure you fit in there and you can adapt what you're proposing, so that way it is truly a win-win situation, not just for you, but also their customers and your customers as well. And when you're doing all of this, keep in mind you gotta execute. And execution is the most important part. If you don't execute on everything, well, you're learning all these concepts. Nothing's really going to happen if you don't execute. You want to monitor the results. You want to measure them, see what's happening, what's working, what's not working, tweak. Because even though something sounds perfect, just because it sounds perfect doesn't mean it always pencils out and it works the way you want right away. I have this guide for you that you can find on neilpatel.com/training. Click on LinkedIn Unlocked. Go to week 2. It's the first video under there. And I put together this strategy guide to help you start building and nurturing relationships. More of the tactical stuff. I know I went over a lot of the theory in this lesson, but this will break down the tactics because it's going to vary from business type to business type. Just follow it and you'll be able to do extremely well. Thank you for your time today. I look forward to continually helping grow your LinkedIn audience, as well as just your traffic, conversions, and sales in general. If you like this video, like it, share it, tell your friends about it. Leave a comment if you have any questions. I'm here to help out. And make sure you subscribe to the channel as well.